Welcome back. I'm the Watch King. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the scams, some of the tricks, and almost, pretty much fraudulent activities on 47th Street, right? I was only there 3 days. This is my first time ever in the Diamond District, and boy, was it eye-opening. There are certain people I enjoyed watching and I thought were good people, and they just turned out to be, total awful people and scammers and this and that. So the first story I want to get into is this guy, and he's respected in the business. I wanted to show him this tutor I had. He ended up not buying it. Well, actually, he liked it, but it was a whole thing back and forth. And he's like, "Well, I have too many tutors, this and that," so didn't end up doing it. But he said, "Let me look at that day date," and he looked at this day date of mine, and he goes, the diamonds are aftermarket. So, and then he went on to say that the dial was refinished later on, and I'm looking at him, would not let me get a word in. Right, this watch has been looked at by not. I'm not even talking Arizona dealers, by Ed Favor, right, big dealer up there. It has been looked at Color Couture, um, Midtown Watch. I want to get everybody Bobby, B Watch, Be on Time. That I just listed 5 dealers. I showed other dealers too, right? And they all said it's 100% right, and they all told me it's an expensive dial, right? So, yeah, it is something of very very nice watch in general, and I ended up selling it. But this guy's telling me that the diamonds are aftermarket, the dial's refinished, and if I went straight to him, right, because I respected this gentleman, maybe he had an off day, maybe he really believed or wasn't informed about this dial. I don't know, but there was a lot of people that said it was real there, right? I listed 5 dealers just now, so yeah, he was very adamant, and that's just misleading information right there, right? Maybe if I didn't go to everybody, maybe he could buy it off me cheap. I don't know, what his plan was. He didn't seem like he wanted to buy it off me. He just wanted to tell me it's all aftermarket. So I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but that's the first scenario. And by the way, a lot of big, Vucom does business with this guy all the time. You always see, so it's not like one of those dealers that are in the corner that are never on TikTok or anything like that. For instance, Moses goes to him all the time. So it's a big dealer. I'm not going to mention names. Everybody has off days. The second dealer is one of those dealers. She was really nice, extremely nice, almost like a grandma, right? Really nice. And we ended up filming a beautiful video. And it was probably the best video of the whole Diamond District. She was the nicest in the entire Diamond District, I would say, behind Reem. Reem was really nice. But this lady was just really nice, and she ended up buying something off me, and she bought it, and I said 3 times on video, open the watch before you pay me, and it was all like right next to each other. You can see Erin. She goes, yeah. So 3.5 hours later, what do I get? I get a call. Well, there's supposed to be a stamp here, and there's not. And this, I bought it off somebody who got it serviced. I was a watchmaker. The kid's a dealer, and the father's a watchmaker. And I know everything's good on the watch, but whatever. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I told her to open it. I was really frustrated because I told her to open it so many times, but I'm like, oh, maybe the watch, isn't what it is. I was scared, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I called one of my dealer friends. He's retired now, really awesome dealer, and he goes, you know what happened? She overpaid for the watch, tried to flip it somewhere in the Diamond District, or all over the Diamond District. Nobody wanted it, so she's returning the watch. And I'm thinking that's more probable, right? But there is another scenario that there's supposed to be a stamp somewhere or something that says certain thing. I don't know. I mean, it was real. The whole case was solid gold. Everything was OG. In my mind, I know who I bought it off of. All his watches were OG. So yeah, it's something of like, oh my gosh, for real. What, it's more of, it's, she bought it and whatever. So that was a canceled check right there. But fortunately, I got the watch back, so it's all good. Third scenario is really sad. There's somebody that has his own store on 47, big store, and he is a religious. He's all dressed up, religiously. He's a man of God, and I respect that, right? So I was respecting this guy, and I first came in with this watch. It was $1,300 I wanted. He offered me 1,000, and he goes, "I'm not paying a dollar over." So I thought about it. We shake about, it was a 10-minute conversation, 6-minute conversation. It was the only friggin' thing I didn't put on video, right? And only person I did a deal with, I didn't do it on video. And what happens? He goes, he takes the case back off and weighs it, and he goes, "Oh, there's only $600 in melt, and I'm gonna pay you 900." So you're gonna break the word. We shook. We had the word mazal, right? You're gonna break the word mazal over $100. Your rent's probably 40 grand, right? Easily 40 grand, and you're not gonna do the deal with me. I could not. I was so like shocked and upset, and I was like, this is why people hate us, because of people like you. And that's just disgusting. And it's not even the point of the offer, the money. If it was $100,000 deal, or if it was a $10 deal, when you go back on your word and do something like that, it's just disgusting. This is why 47th Street used to have the name before all the TikTok stuff came out, and it's just awful, right? So that was really disturbing. And obviously, he knew I was foreign. He didn't know I was probably the same religion as him, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, it shouldn't matter. When you do business, it doesn't matter if you're, Jewish, Arabic, whatever you are, Christian. When you do business like that, and you're dressed in your, attire of your religion, and you do stuff like that, it's just a really bad look on the whole, especially there in that circumstance. It's just awful and disgusting, and makes jewelers look really bad in the faith of the same as his. So I'm not even trying to make this a religion. It's just the way he was presented himself and did stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to get at. Um, the fourth bonus right before we go, a gentleman was really nice. I walked into his store. He's famous. I was waiting for Moses, and well, this was before, and I talked to him, and he goes, "Oh, like you're a dealer," so I give him a card. Duh, I should have never gave him a card. But I gave him a card, and I gave him, like I give all the dealers a present, whatever. But yeah, just the guy was so nice to me, to my face, whatever. And I get a call. So I leave the Diamond District Friday. I get a call on Tuesday. I get not one call, but 16 missed calls. I was at the gym and I didn't have my phone, or 20. And they kept calling. And literally, they've been calling me probably for an hour straight. I finally pick up the phone. This is, I'm not going to say his name, but we're associated, and you're going to have to change your name. We had a vote, our council, we had a vote in the store, and we decided that you need to change your name. Um, or we have a trademark on our name. So I call right away. I'm, nervous, and I think, oh my God, these guys are going to sue me for everything I have. That's how they made it sound. So I call somebody I know that knows about this stuff, and he goes, no. He goes, "Are you trying to impersonate them? Absolutely not. Are you trying to, um, do? Are you trying to falsify stuff to make it seem like you're like that company?" I said, "Absolutely not. I've actually had the name longer than them, which I have. I've been in way longer than them." And when I told them how long I've had this name, he kind of like backed off. So maybe, but I told him, I go, "Listen, I was thinking about changing it. I'm on vacation for the next couple weeks," which is the truth. And I go, "Well, I'll get back to you guys." Basically, that's what I said. But holy smokes, right? Smiles all around, and they just rob you, right? It's just awful. So yeah, if I was Trax NYC, I would go insane in this Diamond District. I was there 3 days. I went insane. I can't imagine doing business with these type of people. And I'm not talking about any religion when I say these type of people. I mean New Yorkers on 47th Street dealers. I can't imagine doing business. Right? There's a lot of good people. A lot of people think Manny's like cheesy or whatever. from what my experience was with him, he was great. So it's not just, the people that you think are the scammers, right? Because a lot of people think that he is. Absolutely. I didn't get that vibe at all, but I don't know, right? I ended up, the deal didn't work out, whatever, but he was just nice. So, yeah, it's just something, it's something awful that happened, and it's unfortunate all this stuff happened. So this is the dark side of 47th Street. Nobody's going to tell you this stuff except for me. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you're looking for real watches that have been opened up, been checked by a watchmaker, pressure tested, everything running accurate extremely well, go check out the WatchKingOfficial.com. That is the place to go to buy watches because, yeah, very, very shocking on 47th Street. I want to thank you all, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great day.